This is the Dell XPS 15, and Dell says it's the perfect mix of power and portability. After using it day in, day out, I found one big trade-off they don't shout about in the marketing. So, is this the laptop you should shell out for, or something you'll regret down the road? Stick around, you'll want to hear this. Product overview. So, what are we actually looking at here? The Dell XPS 15 9530 came out in mid-2025, and it's Dell's top-tier 15-inch clamshell design aimed squarely at creators, power users, devs, and anyone who wants desktop-class performance without hauling a full workstation. Dell updated the internals, keeps the high-quality build and display options, and makes it configurable with beefy specs. It's meant for folks who run video editing, 3D work, programming, or just want a smooth multitasking machine for years. Depending on the configuration, you're looking at 13th Gen Intel Core H-series processors, graphics options up to an RTX 4070 mobile GPU, tons of RAM, NVMe SSD storage, and display options that swing from FHD Plus all the way to OLED 4K. Performance. Daily use and multitasking. On lighter tasks, the XPS 15 feels snappy. Apps launch fast, switching between tasks feels smooth. This is true even with the more powerful CPUs and discrete graphics enabled. This machine doesn't lag when you're doing typical productivity work. Creative workloads. For video editing 4K, photo work, compiling code, the stronger CPUs plus the RTX GPUs are capable. You can expect very good performance in Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. But, and this is important, sustained heavy workloads push the cooling limits. Thermal throttling happens under long, demanding tasks. If you're rendering long timelines or doing hours of 3D, that performance advantage starts to level off. Graphics and gaming. It's not a full-blown gaming rig, but with the RTX 4050 or 4070 options, moderate gaming is definitely possible, especially if you're okay with tweaking settings. It handles lighter games very well. Tougher titles will require lowering graphics or resolution. The real strength of the GPU here is for creators, not for pushing ultra frame rates in new AAA games. Power modes and efficiency. Dell gives you control over power profiles. If you stick to optimized profiles, battery life is okay for lighter work, though not class-leading. The more powerful the build, the more you'll want to keep it plugged in for serious workloads. Features and tech. Display options. You can get a full HD plus 1200p type panel or jump all the way up to OLED 4K. The OLED is great for vibrant colors, deep contrast, making it awesome for video editors or anyone doing color-sensitive work. The FHD Plus is more power efficient, so if you're often mobile, that might be the smarter choice. Graphics choices up to RTX 4070. For creators, the discrete GPU is a big deal. Having an RTX 4070 and a relatively thin machine means you can do 3D rendering, GPU-accelerated effects, some gaming. But again, the caveat, thermal and power limitations cap how far it can push under sustained loads. Great bursts, longer tasks see some drop-off. RAM and storage flexibility. Dell didn't lock you in. Up to 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, dual M.2 NVMe SSD slots. That means future-proofing is real. Upgradability is a big plus if you plan to hold on to this laptop for multiple years. Thermals and noise behavior. The fans are quieter in daily use than many laptops with similar power, but under load, they kick in. And since the cooling system has physical limits, the machine can get hot and there will be throttling under heavy, sustained usage. Also, fan noise can become noticeable, especially in performance mode. Design and build. The chassis is premium, machined aluminum, clean lines, narrow bezels, feels sturdy, classy. Great hinge design, solid keyboard and touchpad. If you like using your laptop in public or client meetings, this thing looks and feels like it belongs in a premium category. On the flip side, it's not featherweight. A powerful 15-inch laptop with discrete GPU and beefier cooling means more heft, more thickness than something ultra-thin. You'll feel it in a bag. Also, the surfaces, especially in darker color options, are fingerprint magnets. Be ready for some upkeep. Charging brick is reasonable, but the cable setup could be tidier. Pros: premium build and sleek visuals. strong CPU plus GPU performance. Upgradable RAM and SSD. Cons: runs hot under heavy load. Gets pricey with higher specs. Final verdict: if you're a creator, dev, graphics pro, or power user who wants a machine that can keep up with demanding tasks but is still reasonably portable, the XPS 15 9530 is an excellent choice. The display, the performance potential, the build quality, they all deliver real value. If you tend to work in bursts, move locations, and want something that looks clean too, this could be your go-to. On the other hand, if your main tasks are light, or you're very mobile and want the most battery life possible, you might be better off opting for a lighter, cheaper model, or going with something like the Dell XPS 14 or even a MacBook Air or Pro, depending on your OS preference. Also, if you push the GPU hard for long periods, there are gaming or workstation laptop alternatives with better cooling. Bottom line, the Dell XPS 15 is worth it if you value that high-end package. Great screen choice, solid performance, premium materials, and upgradability. It's not perfect, and you're paying extra for those perks, but for the right user, it's one of the best in its class. Outro and call to action. So, that's my take on the Dell XPS 15. What about you? Are you thinking of picking one up, maybe for video editing, programming, or just something sleek for work? Drop your scenario in the comments and I'll help you figure out if it's the right match. If this review helped you at all, hit the thumbs up. It really helps. And if you want more deep dives like this, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.